Let's go. Mets win, baby. 4-0 over the Miami Marlins. What an effort for the boys down in Miami today. They improve now to 5-0, or they improved their win streak, I should say, to 5 games in a row, is what I should say. I shouldn't say they improved to 5-0 ever since the All-Star break, because they lost 2 games, unfortunately. But regardless, the Mets are looking great, and it is so fun right now watching this team play baseball after, of course, they beat the Yankees this past series, and now you already win the series against the Marlins. Let's see if they could go in there and now complete the 3-game sweep, which would be nice. But before we dive into the reaction, the recap of the game and everything, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do. If you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans, turn on your notifications as well. Also, we are brought to you by Manscaped. Go check them out. Link in the description. Use code Python for 20% off and free shipping. They are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. And the Lawnmower 4.0, it's great. I trust it. You should trust it. Link in the description for that at manscaped.com. Remember, code Python, free shipping and 20% off. Also, get yourself to a baseball game. Why not? The Mets are rolling. Go use TickPick. Link in the description if you want to save some money there. But what a performance in terms of just both the offense and pitching, because the offense was great, but the pitching, oh, even better. The offense didn't get going until the 3rd inning, which we'll just jump ahead to that because there is literally nothing that happened the first 2 innings, except for Carlos Carrasco having to get out of an early jam in the 1st inning after allowing a single to Miguel Rojas and walking Aguilar on 4 pitches. He ends up getting out of it. And then the 3rd inning, though, the Mets, they get going. Jeff McNeil with a home run, a absolute nuke. He pulls that ball, and the Mets get the silent treatment in the dugout. Love to see that. And the Mets go up 1-0 early. Then Tomaszenito and Brandon Nimmo hit back-to-back singles. And Marte, he flies out. He didn't look great today, which we'll talk about. But Francisco Lindor, he hits a single to drive in a run and make it 2-0. Unfortunately, the Mets couldn't tack on anymore as Alonso flew out. But Carrasco, he just cruised through as he was just not allowing anything pretty much. A couple hits here and there, but for the most part, he looked really good. And there's not much help that happened for either side offensively until the 8th inning when Francisco Lindor hit an absolute bomb of a home run, an absolute no-doubter to right field, and that gave the Mets a 3-0 lead at that point. And then they end up going to Richard Blyer, so Vogelbach comes out of the game after Alonso grounded out. So they wanted to get Vogelbach out. And J.D. Davis, how about him in a little farewell tour there as, future Red Sox right there. J.D. Davis with a absolute bomb to center field to give the Mets a 4-0 lead, which was great because now you're in a situation where either if Carrasco pitches a complete game, great. If not, you don't have to use Edwin Diaz, and that ends up being the scenario where in the 8th inning, he gets back-to-back outs, then a double from LeBlanc, and Buck yanks him right then and there. He didn't waste any time. He's like, yeah, we're not letting you get in any trouble. We're not blowing this game. Brings in Lugo, and Tomaszenito just picks off the runner there as he got caught between 2nd and 3rd, and that was the guy's first major league hit. Well, how about making a dumb play in the same sequence there, and that helps the Mets out, and Lugo just cruised through a 1-2-3 inning at the end. It looked like the Mets may have had a chance to tack on some extra runs as McNeil had a double and Nito walked, but then Nimmo hit into a double play, so unfortunately they couldn't add any more. But let's talk about Carlos Carrasco. Cookie was absolutely great today. Final stat line, he pitched 7 2/3 of an inning, allowed 4 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts on the day. Great game for Carlos Carrasco, something that we really needed considering how much of the bullpen has been needed to be used. His slider was absolutely disgusting. His best pitch of the day, getting 6 whiffs on 10 swings there for a 60% whiff rate. So overall, very great day for Carlos Carrasco there. But yeah, his slider, very effective. A lot of strikeouts with it. A lot of strikeouts. And the hitters just looked absolutely stupid, either swinging too early, swinging too late. It was fun to watch Carrasco pitch today. And Lugo, he had a very great outing himself. He didn't necessarily have the greatest stuff, but he got the job done. No strikeouts, pitched the contact, and got his way through this. So overall, very happy when it comes to Lugo's performance. Not much else really to say when it comes to it. For the Mets offense, Brandon Nimmo, he was 1 for 5 on the day. Not too hot of a day there for Nimmo, But again, he has not been all too great lately, if I'm being completely honest, except, of course, that home run that he had yesterday. But outside of that, yeah. But Starling Marte had probably the worst Met offensively today. Struck out 3 times, went 0 for 4. Yeah, not a good day for Marte. He looked off, not just at the plate, but in the field too. He looked a bit slow, looked a step behind on everything. Marte did not have it today. So, yeah, I don't know what happened, but it sucks because Marte's been great for us, and for him to do nothing today just stung. Francisco Lindor, though, on the other hand, definitely the best player of the day with 2 RBIs. He had 3 hits on the day, going 3 for 4. Great day for Francisco Lindor. He had some nice defensive plays, too, with a little spinorama towards the end of this game. So great day at the office for Francisco Lindor. Alonso, not too great, though. He went 0 for 4, struck out once. Alonso, we need him to pick it up a bit. It's getting a bit worrisome for me sometimes here with Pete. But he had one horrific at bat too. I forgot. I think it was against I forgot the guy's name, Brazabon or whatever his last name, however you pronounce his last name. But ugly at bat for Pete Alonso there. And yeah, overall not a great day. Vogelbach, he was 0 for 2 today. He walked once, struck out, and then JD Davis pitch hit for him, got a home run. Very great pitch hitting decision there to give the Mets the expanded lead. Didn't have to bring in Diaz, so great managing there by Buck. So we take that all the way to the bank there. And then Tyler Naquin, he went 0 for 4 on the day, unfortunately, in his Mets debut. But it is what it is. He was making contact, just couldn't get good enough contact on any of them. Escobar 1 for 4 on the day. Pretty decent day for him. And it's nice to see Escobar when he's doing well. He had a double, but I want to see him get some more timely hits if we could, because timely hits, yeah, they're not really there for when it comes to Escobar. And it was nice to see, though, him doing things from the left side of the plate, because we know he is just not being effective there on that side. So overall, I won't complain about Escobar's performance today. McNeil, 2 hits on the day, going 2 for 4 with an RBI. Very solid day for McNeil. Good bounce back game, as we've needed him to heat up, and if he could start heating up, great. So we'll see where that goes. And then Tomaszenito, he's been looking great as of lately. 1 for 3 with a hit and a walk. Tomaszenito, I really like his performance as of lately, but I still think the Mets should go out and get a Christian Vasquez or a Wilson Contreras, because I don't know how sustainable it is. And also James McCann, yeah, not too great of a name there. But in terms of the morrow, you have pitching tomorrow. I don't know why I'm blanking. Taiwan Walker is. Yeah, you got Taiwan Walker, I believe, on the bump tomorrow. So, going to be an interesting game. It threw me off because he pitched recently against the Yankees. So, I'm like, no, he's not pitching tomorrow, right? But, yeah, he is against Pablo Lopez. So, it's going to be a tough matchup. But hopefully we get the Taiwan Walker that we've seen before, and it's not what we got against the Yankees. So, we'll have to wait and see there. But overall, I'm very happy with the team's performance as of lately. We're already 100 games in, and it's going to be crazy end of the season down the stretch here. So we'll see what happens. But that's going to be it for me, really. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoy the video. Subscribe if you guys are new, special Met fans. Turn on your notifications. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Mets, baby.